This year, we are committed to providing enhancements across all products, including Design, CAM, Nesting, Report, Hardware Installer, and Connect. In SWOOD Design, we have been working hard to improve libraries and the user experience. We have also introduced a new algorithm and automated operation in SWOOD CAM. As for SWOOD Nesting, we have added features to manage offcuts in the reporting features. We will see new information exported and the introduction of the system reports. Additionally, we have also worked on integrating new library content through Hardware Installer. And finally, we will finish this presentation talking about SWOOD Connect. Let's begin with SWOOD Design, where we have introduced several enhancements. This includes panel processes, texture preview in the material library, the ability to save and access favorite libraries, multiple templates accessible through SWOOD libraries, varying costs based on edge bandwidth, and improvements to the SWOOD box and connectors interface. Let's go for the panel processes. We now offer a new fully customizable library that allows you to add information to your panels for retrieval by SWOOD reports. Since these processes are solely informational, they will not be visible in the graphic area. Instead, you can easily access them through the Edit Panel view and apply them via drag and drop or the Manage Project Material features. Depending on your configuration, you can use multiple processes on a panel or none at all, and you can choose to apply them to specific faces or the entire panel. Configure the panel processes library as any other SWOOD library by right-clicking on it to access the editing options. You can create custom categories and specify if these categories are unary or not. When a category is unary, it means that only one process from that category can be applied to a panel. For instance, in the case of the glue category, applying a new glue process to a panel will replace any previously applied glue process. Let's continue with the texture preview in Material Library. In the video, you can observe that we have added a small preview area on the right-hand side that displays the material texture on the three main layers, top, core, and bottom. These features makes identifying the correct material with the appropriate texture easier. We have also applied these enhancements to the edgeband library. Let's take a closer look at the thumbnail composition, which features incline top, core, and bottom layers. In the example on the right, if we have only one texture, the top and bottom areas of the thumbnail will be empty and represented with a checkboard pattern. In the second example, below, we can see a thumbnail with three different colors. And now, let's talk about the favorite features. In the video, you will notice a new location where you can easily access your favorite library components from all the libraries in one convenient location. This way, you will have everything you need right at your fingertips. We've also added a feature to display your favorite components at the top of each library. This way, regardless on which library you are navigating through, you can quickly access your favorite components. And as previously mentioned, you will be able to create multiple profiles of favorites. This means you can create different profiles for different customers like McDonald's, KFC, Dior, etc. And here, in the example, we have My Favorites and Project A. So we can see that we have different library composition depending on the active favorite profile. And we can see that we can have a different and same component in different favorite profile. We can see on the left that it's really easy to add a component to a profile by right-clicking on it and add to favorites. One additional feature about the favorite is that you can check which library items are applied in the current project. By clicking on the star icon on the right-hand side of the library, we can see that the components that are currently used in the project turn green. Let's talk about multiple templates now. As you can see on Frames, SWOOD Box, and Panel Library, you will have the opportunity to create custom templates available at the library level. These customization features allow you to create new design using these specific templates quickly. Coming on to the updates of the edge bands. We've completed this feature this year, and it now includes the ability to add pricing information to the edge band reference table. This information is then summarized in the report feature of SWOOD, making it easier to track pricing information for your designs. We will now jump on some user interface enhancements with first the SWOOD box. On the Parameter tab of the SWOOD box, you will be able to quickly find parameters using the search features. That looks through both the name and the alias of the parameters. Additionally, you can use the filter to choose which parameters you'd like to display, making it even easier to navigate. We keep going with the improvement done on the edit view of the connector features. To simplify the process of verifying the behavior of your rule, we have incorporated standard views into the graphic view of the connector features, which will significantly ease the process. And let's finish SWOOD Design part with the insert connectors from the library. By right-clicking on the library item, you can access a shortcut that helps you reduce the number of clicks needed to insert connectors into your project. These features select the library components in advance and launch the current features with the connector rule pre-selected. Moving on to SWOOD CAM, we will focus on two main areas: the introduction of new 5-axis features and off-cut machinings. Regarding 5-axis machinings, we have developed new algorithm for 3D roughing, which includes the ability to define custom stock for 3D rough milling, as well as the option to surface graphic bodies. Lastly, we have introduced machinings that automatically cut the waste into small pieces. So first, the new roughing algorithm. We understand the significance of efficiency in 5-axis machinings, and as a first step, we have implemented a new algorithm. The primary objective of this new algorithm is to enhance the accuracy and the reliability of the created trajectories, thereby providing optimized programs. To continue on the 3D roughing milling, we have integrated the notion of custom stock. Basically, the custom stock will allow us to constrain the area on which we want to apply the roughing operation. And to do so, two options are available: SOLIDWORKS sketches and SOLIDWORKS bodies. The video demonstrates the use of sketches, where different sketches that make up the SOLIDWORKS 3D models are available for selection in the machining's definition. The result obtained depends on the sketch chosen. Similarly, with the use of a body, a custom body is created and detected in the machining definition. After rebuilding the algorithm, identify the milling path between the body to be removed and the 3D model. We can see that we can use this custom stock to create more efficient milling strategies. This is what we can see in the example on the left hand, where we have the trajectories of a small tool shown. And now, on the right hand, the trajectories made thanks to the custom stock features with the first roughing done with a large cutter. Then in blue, localized roughing trajectories created with the small tool. So we can combine tools in these trajectories to create quicker roughing milling. Here is a detailed example. On top, we have the previous way of working with the 3D roughing of SWOOD by having the parts, then the calculated stock by SWOOD, and the roughing strategy. And below is the process with the custom stock that appears in blue on the very first step of the project. This blue area is a body created based on an offset surface of the part. So when creating the first roughing step with the large tool, we can quickly remove the maximum material and then use the localized roughing on the blue body with the smaller tool. We can see at the end, we have the same result, but the second scenario is almost 40% faster than the first one. To add other possibilities on the 3D roughing and surface milling, we added the possibility to mill graphic bodies. Using graphic bodies offer the possibility to mill STL file without any conversion in SOLIDWORKS. A lot of designs are now compatible with SWOOD without any manual modification. In the latest SWOOD version, we have introduced new features to handle offcuts and waste management. This includes the addition of an operation in SWOOD CAM called automatic waste cutting. Rated via the outline machining recognition, a waste cutting operation is now available. With this operation, SWOOD can automatically detect panel and nesting sheet waste, simplifying the manual handling of offcuts and waste, or for a company with automatic waste extractions. This also helps to avoid CNC blocking by automatically creating waste extraction with only small pieces of wood waste. Define the size of the waste you want to be cut with the minimum limits and offset from the parts. Let's continue discussing the management of waste and offcuts in SWOOD Nesting. Additionally, we will explore the option to rotate labels. So let's continue with the reusable offcut management. As you can see in the video, after calculating the nesting result, SWOOD automatically detects the offcut in the remaining material of the board. Even if you modify the result manually, the offcut size and number are updated. The offcut detection strategy is set according to specific parameters that you can define. These parameters, which are configured in the board library, can be set either as standard parameter or specific to a particular board. For instance, the minimum offcut size may vary based on the material used. The offcut number parameters offers the options to activate or deactivate offcut detection. If it's set to 0, the detection is disabled. If it's set to 1, only the end cut offcut is detected. And if it's set to 2, 2 offcuts can be detected. When the offcuts are detected, it has to cut them with this new operation, nesting sheet and cutting. After validating the nesting results, the machining insertion features in SWOOD CAM programs, an update of SWOOD 2022, detect all the offcuts in the nesting sheet. The new automatic machining features enables a contour operation based on a specific strategy. The video shows that the stay-down contour operation completes the sheet by cutting the offcut in red. With the use of this automated machining process, we have the ability to devise various techniques based on the offcuts. On the right side, we can observe 3 distinct scenarios, one for the end offcuts, one for the second offcuts, and one for both cuts, and each can be machined distinctly. Then, after cutting the offcuts, we want to use these offcuts for the next project. To do so, after running a SWOOD report, an XML file is generated. In the board library, thanks to the new import board features, you can select the XML file created before to create the previous offcut in the library. Once these new boards are created, you can use them as any other board for your next optimization. One more thing to note about SWOOD nesting is label rotation. In the manual listing, as with any other panel, select the label to rotate and press R to rotate each label independently. Moving on to the report section, we will talk about 2 topics. The first one is the integration of the project boards needed to produce the projects, and then the introduction of the system reports. So regarding the project boards quantity, so from the project, we run the SWOOD reports that give us the quantity of board needed for each material, and for all the panels that we choose not to include in this process, we still output the quantity in surface, volume, linear, or unitary. This is possible thanks to the board's definition accessible through the material library, in which we will find most of the same parameters as the nesting board library, with the main ones, length, width, thickness from SWOOD Design materials, and the options of whether to use it on the board estimation. Finally, a few words of the system reports. The system report is aimed at providing the same SWOOD report functionalities to all our users, and to do so, we are now considering SWOOD reports as a SWOOD feature. To customize which information you want to export, go through the setting menu of SWOOD Design and click on the edit icon of System Reports. Then select the data you want to export through your SWOOD report. That was it for the main product of SWOOD Suite, and let's move to the additional ones. Firstly, the hardware installer. For 1 year now, we developed a lot of items for this tool. I'm happy to announce that in the next release of this hardware installer, new drawers, new SWOOD box, and frames will be available. Regarding the new drawers, the SWOOD library now includes Bloom drawers, such as the Bloom Legra box, Meta box, and Movento. These drawers incorporate all the necessary options and rules within a single SWOOD box, making them immediately usable. The updated version of the hardware installer now offers an expanded selection of 80 SWOOD box options, including handles in addition to the previously available drawer and hinges. Similar to the existing SWOOD box features, these new options also incorporate positioning rules and are ready for immediate use. Not just a SWOOD box installer. Download ready-to-use frames directly from the same interface. And more than 50 SWOOD frames are available in this new library. These smart frames are embedded with every needed parameters to adapt them to the project needs. As a reminder, you can find the hardware installer either in SOLIDWORKS via Tool, SWOOD Design, Tool, and Hardware Installer, or directly from Microsoft Windows as any other software. Another additional tool that we developed is SWOOD Connect. So, what is SWOOD Connect and its features? SWOOD Connect is a tool that manages connection established with third-party software and platforms. Its primary objective is to facilitate the creation of links between woodworking software, SOLIDWORKS, and the broader SWOOD ecosystem. We already developed modules to exchange data with the Bloom, OMAG, and Winner. And let's start with the Bloom import. For years now, Bloom created an online furniture configurator named Bloom eService. Download your products and simple projects from this platform as BXF file to directly import it in SOLIDWORKS and SWOOD. Thanks to the Bloom import features, you will be able to add SWOOD information such as materials, connectors, processes, SWOOD box to create your CAM program for your CNC and generate reports with all the needed information. For a second module, the OMAG export for Tapio platform. Tapio is an online platform for OMAG to connect all your CNC in a single place. In it, you can especially find the Production Manager and IntelliDivide. With the Tapio export from SWOOD, export all the relevant data from your project to the online platform. Let's finish this presentation with the Winner import. Winner is a kitchen design software offered by CompuSoft that allows for the rapid creation of kitchen layouts. Using the Winner import features, you can recreate your design in SOLIDWORKS and SWOOD while maintaining parametric control and embedded CAM programming to facilitate the production. So we have reached the conclusion of this presentation, and I hope you have enjoyed learning about the new features.